Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. Well, today I'm here to bring you guys palette bingo number 15. I know the palette, as you guys always know, I do know the palette. You know guys, let's just get right to this. Let's just get right to the wheel because I want to talk a little bit about this palette. So let's go to the wheel. I'm a beach. Beach. There you go. Now, this is a ShopmissA palette that I put together. And I debated whether I wanted to make this part of the, or add it to the wheel. When I was adding all my palettes to the wheel, I debated on it because, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I did a good job adding these shadows, you know. But I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and add it to the wheel when I put all of them in there. And here we are. So these are all ShopmissA shadows. The names are on the back, each and every shadow. I do know that. So let's just go ahead and go right into the wheel right away. I think this one would be the only one. Well, it matches with everything I have. I don't know, guys. I think, you know, if I got that one, and that one, that might be tricky for me. But other than that, let's just go. Let's just go to the wheel. Let's see what we got to work with. So what I did when I put the names in the wheel, I went ahead and wrote how they are, like this grid on how they are in the palette in the order they are. So we're going to start with number 1. So number 1 is Smitten. Okay, here we go. Second one is Jungle, like smack in the middle. Cozy. And then Swoon. Oh, okay, Swoon. This one. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Got a little bit of everything. Little bit of everything. Which is good. I have some ideas. I got some ideas already. Now, I've never used these particular shadows. I've never used them. I don't know how they perform. In fact, I have another palette, a bigger one, that is all ShopmissA palette shadows. And I don't know, maybe I used 1 or 2 from there. I'm not sure. But those aren't in the wheel because it's a much bigger palette, and I don't know, I just kind of treated it like the Makeup Geek singles, you know, sort of just using them with different looks, you know, when I'm not doing the palette bingos, you know. I treated those like that. Yeah, so yeah, I've never used these, so it'd be interesting to see. But I'm liking what I got, and I have a couple ideas. So let me go ahead and ponder this just a little bit, make sure it's what I want to do, and I'll be right back. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to take Swoon, which is this one right here, and I'm going to put it on the outer corner. That's what we're going to do first. Now, like I said, this is the, ooh, you look crooked. This is the first time I use the ShopmissA shadows, so at least these. So let's see how they're gonna perform. If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder? If we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder? If we could run it back. I didn't know I had to get out down the road instead of the same old. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm impressed with that brown. Swoon. Swoon. I am. It went on beautifully, and the buffing of them, they blow out the way I like the shadows, when they blow out, when you're blending and then you're just sort of blowing that out, and the color doesn't disappear. It sort of disperses. You know what I mean? Just love that. Okay. I'm telling you guys, I love that shadow. Okay, now we're gonna take Cozy, which is on the top middle. So this one right here, Cozy. I love those colors. That is a color that I really am drawn to. Even the ones like that with a little bit more yellow. I love it. Okay, I'm going to take Cozy, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of it first. Right now, I'm just gonna go a little bit above that other color. Ooh, wow. Whoa, and I've been taking a lot out of, the shadow out on my hand. And that thing went on good. Circles round they go. It's hard when you keep close. Rewind with my eyes closed. I need a breather. Get lost in the B-roll. Let all the wind blow to learn how the world goes. We didn't know how to move on. If we could run it. Okay, guys, that color in itself performed like a dream. I'm just blending right now. I kind of brought this one in too much in here, but that's okay. Now the next color we have on the docket is Jungle, which is the very middle color, Jungle. Now this one, I will tell you, it's a little intimidating. Look at that. Now, here's the thing. One of those looks, I think I told you guys in my last video, this particular color was used, but I think it was more like this shade here. It was more like this one, but not the shimmer. It didn't have the shimmer, but it was more that tone. And they actually put that in the corner. So I started thinking, I go, oh, maybe I should have tried that. And they blend that color out. And then they put the browns around it. But, oh well. But so far, guys, I'm serious. I really genuinely am shocked. And I don't know, maybe because they are from ShopmissA, and, you know, I've never used them, and they were only $1. They were $1. Ponder this a little bit, because once I apply that color, we're set. So let me think about it. I found this Morphe brush. This is M506. I think I got it. I could have got it at Ulta, but sometimes I do find my brushes at TJ Maxx. So this could have been an Ulta one or from TJ Maxx, not sure. Anyway, Jungle. I got Jungle on here. And what I want to do with Jungle is I want to put it in the crease. Like here in the crease. What I want to put on the on the inner corner, because I feel like I do need to frame that green. And I remember watching one of the videos where they did put a brown here and a brown here, and then they blended it with a different color. So I'm going to go ahead and take Swoon, which is the darker brown, and I'm going to go on the inner corner with that. Yeah, just on the inner corner. Inside of the same old, caught in the circles round they go. Not the look I was going for, by any means. I'm just blending. I don't like, I'll tell you what I don't like what happened. I don't like the way in here, like from here, right here, it looks, well, at least here, it looks dark. And I want it to have a little bit more like of that cozy color, just that lightness right there. And the more I put, the more darker it seems it's getting. So I need to leave well enough alone. I mean, we do have a saving shadow here still. But yeah, I don't like that. The other thing I don't like that I do, and I'm trying to learn, is that my lids droop, right? So this here, let me get a little pointer. This here, this droops. So when I apply shadow, when I want to apply it on the crease, just on the crease, I always get it on that droopy part of the skin. And that's not where I want the color. So you see a little bit of that green in there. I didn't want it there. But when I go like this to be in the crease, I always seem to get it right above it. And I don't like that. And then to try to take it off, it's not always the easiest thing. We have one color that I think might save this look, brighten it up, and it is Smitten. So Smitten is this one. You know that's gonna go wow right there in that middle. Right there in that middle. Let's see. Give this a bright color or a brightness. Because it's too dark. Well, that's a pretty color. I don't typically like putting shadows with my fingers because my fingers are real stubby and I never could just centralize it where I want it, you know? It goes off where I don't. You guys, okay. Let me talk about that color real quick. Now, a lot of the colors that are like that, they're very, well, at least the ones that I have, they're very loose, powdery. They're very, like, almost creamy-like, you know what I mean? This is not. This is very solid, like a solid shadow for being this type. I hope that makes sense. So for me, it was much easier to put on. Look at that. Easier to put on. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and just put the rest of my face and I'll be right back and we'll get a closer look at what I've done here. Okay, guys, there is the look. I have some things I want to say, but look at the hair. You know, I've been cutting my hair, guys. I've been trimming my own hair. And I mean just a little bit, not inches, not even a half an inch. Well, maybe in one spot I did. But I've been cutting, like I pull my hair out and then I like look at the very ends, the frizzies, the nasties, and I cut those off. So I have a lot of hair on my bathroom floor I gotta go pick up. But it's made a little bit of a difference, so I can tell. But I need to really get in and get my hair done. I want to put some really good layers in there so that it'll keep these curls. But it'll keep it. But I am using a new product, and I mentioned that in my last Get Ready With Me or Palette Bingo, and I want to share that with you guys. Okay, enough of that. I will share that with you guys, I promise. Let's get into this eye look, guys. Let's talk about the eye look. I try to do things that are different. You know, this is what I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to do things that are different so that I don't come on here doing the same type of look. And that's the fun of it. I may not have the proper eyelids for it, but I am still going to do it because I really do have a lot of fun. Now, if this really was something that I'm just like, I would take it off and I would have done it again at some other time. But let me go ahead and get close, guys, so this way we can discuss it, okay? Now, remember, this is from I'm a Beach. And this is from ShopmissA. Even the outer palette case is from ShopmissA. The Z palette, it's from ShopmissA. I got it separate.
If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back?
All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. There's actually all the shades I loved, every single one of them. But I will say I like this one here, which is Smitten. I like Smitten. I like it because it's very compacted, and it's not a loose, creamy shadow. It's very compacted, so it goes on pretty intense. And it goes on right where you lay it. It's going to be there. I love it. I love it. I can't even say enough about it. The other one that was really impressive to me is this one here, which is called Swoon. This one. Because typically dark shadows for me, they're good. I mean, they're good. It's actually pretty, it's softer than that one, believe it or not. It is softer. But I love the way it went on and then the way it blended. Just, it blended really, really nicely for me. And I loved it. I really, really do. I really do. It wasn't patchy. It wasn't chalky. It didn't, you know, when they're patchy and chalky, when you put them on, you know, you got to work with the little extra hard. This one was just like, shh. Just like that. Just shh. Very impressed. Very, very, very impressed with those two. And so that's what I want to say about that. I cannot wait to use the rest of the shadows. I don't think it's going to take me very, very long to use them. And I hope that the rest that I need to use, I hope that they perform good, especially that one. That one to me is something I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to that one. But anyway, there you go. The last palette that I did was the Ciate Everyday Vacay. That's the one we got to use. And I'm not going to stay on this palette very, very long, guys, because I just loved them all. I really, really did. I love the palette. I'm going to keep the palette. I like it because it's really, really tiny, really, really small. You got highlighter there. You got a blush there. You can work this as a contour, which I did do. And it was okay. It's not, I don't think it's contour shadow. I think it's just more like a shadow because it really breaks up really powdery. You see that? Very, very powdery. To me, that's not a contour shadow. Look at that. Look, see, did you see how it fell? It's not. But if you go light-handed, just a little bit to contour your face, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. But it's just, like I said, it's just, to me, you just got to work with it, okay? Other than that, I really like it. I really, really did. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I'm going to keep it. I really liked it. So, got this one here. As far as the other shadows that I used this time around, alongside my palette bingo shadows, which I never show, but I do pull out my palette bingo shadows to create looks, and then I did pull out the Morphe shadow on some of them, but I don't show those because I've already shown that one. But to this challenge, I did use the Milani. This is the Mandarin. So I used Milani. By the way, I'm going to give you a swatch of this one. I loved this shadow, okay? I don't have my napkins here, but I'm going to give you a good swatch. I absolutely love this shadow. Let me show you why. Okay. So you see it's kind of dark, right? Not dark, but it's got some depth. But when you put it on, it's almost, I don't know if you could see that. It's light, but it gives you that shadow, but it almost has like a sheen, like a shine, so much so that it casts a little bit of white, like a little bit of whiteness. So when I put it on the lid, I really, really liked it. I was very impressed. I don't know if that makes sense. See, it gives a little bit of a white cast. So I just loved it. I loved it for that reason. So there's the Milani. I used that. The other one I got to use this time around was the Smashbox Eyeshadow Trio. Vanilla Champagne Brazilian Bronze. I got to use this one as well. I liked it. Very, very nice. Quick, easy 1, 2, 3 look. And then I did use this Milani Bella Khaki, which to me is very much green, but there's a lot of gold in there. There is a lot of gold. See that gold flexing? Gorgeous. I'm really liking these Milani shadows. Oh my goodness. Let me look at that, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't have a towel. Let me go get I had ran out of my wipes. But yeah, gorgeous. You know, every Milani one that I've used really surprised me. Every single one. And in a good way, a really good way. And I think those were all the shadows that I used up to cross off the list. So let's go to the list. Siate. Milani. Smashbox. Alright guys, and that was everything. Those are the shadows we got to cross off, and looking forward to ShopmissA. Looking forward to this one, and I think we're going to get through this one quickly as well. Alright, just really quickly, I do have on my ColourPop Luxe lipstick or lip gloss. This is in electric. Now I do have my lips lined with an Ulta product that was a little bit more mauve, so there it is. So you'd see like a little bit of a lining. It was mauve lining. There it is. It's beautiful. Now this is pretty thick. It is. It's pretty thick. I don't know, but I do like it. I do like it. And the smell, it reminds me of something you would smell around fall. Something like nutmeg or spicy. Something spicy, like an allspice or something like that. It just reminds me of fall. It really does. That is it. That was Palette Bingo numero 15, number 15. And now we're going to head on to Palette Bingo number 16. Gonna try to get through that one pretty quickly so we can move on. I need to get to Palette Bingo number 20. That's gonna be my very first huge goal. First one. Yeah, we need to get there. All right, my friends, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.